In today's video, we're going to cover 3 quick topics. The first one is going to be taxes. So clients, when can you expect your tax forms and what can you expect to get? Number 2 is going to be annual reviews. And number 3 is going to be an exciting event we have on March 14th. I'll talk about it later in the video. Let's just get right into it. My name's Joe Conroy with Harford Retirement Planners, and I mentioned to clients, what can you expect this tax season? When are you going to get your forms? So the first form I'm going to start with is the 1099-R. If you have taken any distributions from your retirement accounts over the course of 2025, you're going to get a form called 1099-R. That's supposed to go out by the end of January. Last I checked with LPL, any LPL accounts, you're going to get those tax forms. They're going to start mailing on January 23rd. Get a little bit ahead of it. As I record this video, we have a big snowstorm about to hit the East Coast, which will coincide with the 23rd. It might delay some shipping, but you can expect it early February at the latest is when you'll get your 1099-R. The agitation factor for all investors, not just LPL, is when do you get your non-IRA tax forms, which is the 1099. It's a little bit more complicated to get a 1099. I won't get into all the details, but there's a lot of different transactions that affect the tax picture, which does not affect an IRA or Roth IRA, where your 1099-R comes from. In retirement accounts, it only matters when money goes in or goes out. Any kind of rebalancing or capital gains while it's invested is deferred until a distribution. That's not true of a non-retirement account. So even if you don't take money out of the account, there's still going to be a taxable impact from dividends, interest, maybe some rebalancing where there was a gain. So 1099s usually come out later because we are waiting on funds to send us their final 25 data to then compile it for your situation and then mail it to you. When I say we, it is a collective. LPL really does it. So if you call the office, it's not like I can expedite the process. It's all done at LPL's back office. So let me give you the mailing dates of the different rounds of 1099s and when you can expect them to be mailed. So 1099s for non-retirement accounts will be mailed in several rounds, with the easiest, most simple being mailed out first, and those that have more complicated, although our clients' non-retirement accounts usually don't kick off weird returns or too complicated. But in any event, the first round will be January 23rd. Don't get your hopes up. I think that's going to be a very light round of mailing for 1099s. The next is February 6th, then February 20th. And then for some of the slightly more complicated ones, March 6th, and the last one will go out March 16th. I realize nobody wants to delay their taxes any longer than they have to. Most people just want to get it off their to-do list early in the year. There is a benefit for LPL and other investment companies taking time, because if we send out a form in January but it's relatively incomplete, or maybe some of the data isn't the final data, you file your taxes, then an amended 1099 comes out later. That is a much bigger pain in the you-know-what than waiting until a few weeks after you'd like to get it to get really good, accurate data that you and your accountant can be confident in. So that's why the 1099 takes a little bit longer. It's more complicated than an IRA distribution. And the reason is we want to give the most quality, accurate 1099s possible, and that just takes time. So we appreciate you being patient with us. If you haven't gotten any tax forms and you're wondering where they are, you just want a status update, we're happy to take those phone calls and emails and double check for you. One important point I want to make while I have everyone's attention, hopefully, is the 1099s or all the different tax forms are first available online. So if you log into your account access online, you will first see it there. They're mailed a few days later, and then however long the mail system takes to get to your mailbox. So if you're really itching to get those forms, check online. That's where you'll see them first. So moving on to topic 2, reviews. This is the perfect time for a review of your financial situation. You're getting a lot of these tax documents, and whether you like it or not, the financial stuff is in your head. So what we can do is do an annual review. So let's go through, have there been any changes since we've last gotten together? What are some things that we want to incorporate in the plan? What type of strategic moves can we make now that will benefit from for the rest of the year? But think of it even more. You can knock out the tax picture and have a financial review all in a very short time frame, and that will hopefully alleviate any concerns or stress you might have when it comes to your financial picture. So we're reaching out, but if we haven't gotten to you yet and you're interested in review, please contact us. There are no limits to the amount of reviews that we can have with clients. If we sat down with you just a couple of months ago, but maybe something's changed, let's have another conversation. We are excited to review things with our clients and answer questions. It is why we are here. So the last item I want to talk about today is something that we are very, very excited about. It is our first annual Harford Retirement Planners Spring into Retirement event on Pi Day, March 14th. So March 14th on a Saturday from 9 to noon in Bell Camp, which is Harford County. We'll be hosting, clients are invited, or just the general public. It's going to be from 9 to noon with guest speakers, and we're going to hit all the different topics as much as we can in that period of time relevant to folks that are nearing or in retirement. There is no cost to attend this event. As everybody knows already, we're terrible salespeople, so there's no obligation to do anything other than gather information that would be relevant. We are really passionate about retirement and financial education here. That is why we're so excited to share it with an even bigger audience. So if you're a client, it's probably a lot of information that you get in the meetings, but we would love to see you anyway. If you have friends or you know someone that's getting close to retirement or kicking the tires, maybe looking for a new financial advisor, they would be perfect guests, and we would love to have them. We have a large capacity. It's a very large space, but there is a capacity, so it'll be a first come, first serve. Clients are getting invitations first because we always look out for our clients first, and then it'll be opened up to the general public. By the time this video comes out, I think registration will be open. So mark your calendars, register. It's going to be March 14th, 9 to noon. Let us know if you're interested. We'll send you the details and lock in a seat for you or guests that you may want to bring too. If you have any questions about anything we covered in this video or anything with your specific financial plan, client or not, please feel free to reach out to us. We would love to hear from you. And as always, thank you for watching.